the reading for Cancer. Cancer, let's go and check out the love energies for your collective. I am actually feeling pretty loving right now, Cancer. I got babies. I got plant babies. That's what I have. I have sad little plants that were dying. I have dirt all over my area. But anyway. And I rescued some things, subdivided the live ones that were remaining. Plants are a form of love to me, Cancer. It's so interesting and so exciting to see them respond to the care that you give them. Anyway, Cancer, how are you? Welcome, of course, to Mystic Moon. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your time and your energy. If you are a member, thank you so much for being a part of Mystic Moons and your support. I really do appreciate it. As this reading is for Cancer, let me go and say this applies to anyone who has strong Cancer or feels strong Cancer. So it could be your Cancer sun. It could be your Cancer rising. It could be a Cancer moon. It could be a Cancer Venus, because we're doing a love reading specifically. It could be, it could be a Cancer Mars, and it could be a Cancer Jupiter. It could be a Cancer, definitely Cancer 7th house. Definitely it could be Cancer 4th house. I leave it up to you. Where do you feel, if you feel Cancer strongly? If you have multiple planets in Cancer too. But specifically, I would say, well, if you feel the energy strongly, maybe one of your personal planets is going through a transition in Cancer, right? That would also apply. Anyway, I leave that up to you. The main thing is if you feel Cancer strongly in your chart, then this reading is for you. As these are collective readings, take it as it resonates. And let's see how it goes. What's the December message? I will be dividing this reading into 2 readings. The love readings, I do 2. I do a general reading, general message of love. I just pull, not asking for anything other than love. And then the second reading I'm going to do a 12 sign breakdown. So this is your affinity, your energy with all 12 of the zodiac, including Cancer. That's the second part. I won't be time stamping it because I'm like, right now I'm kind of lazy. Like I don't even put tags on my videos right now or the description. I just don't really bother. But you can out pretty easily, okay? If you're watching this after I do the live. Now, Cancer, let's go and kick off your general love reading. What is the love energy in the Cancerian collective? What can I share for you about December, specifically December for Cancer and love? I have Chariot, which of course, I'm sure maybe you might know, this is Cancerian energy in the High Arcana. Ace of, oh, interesting. I was only saying interesting because Ace of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, and Capricorn energy is starting, well, soon enough. what is it, like the last week of December, December 20th? That's usually when the energies shift or something like that. The zodiac signs shift. Is it the 20th, the 21st, something like that? Anyway, so I was wondering how active is this chart? We're going to find out. Because I'm sure, Cancer, you know that with chariot energy, you can have the drive to push and push and push and push and push. But just because you push, does it necessarily come true or come out the way you want it? Like, that's the thing that I think about cancers. Cancers, they always give so much in the hopes that it's going to be reciprocated. But sometimes your efforts, Cancer, can fall on mush. And then you go and you say, okay, that's mush, and you move on. But you still put out all that energy, right? You saw the potential, the possibilities. You pushed and put out that energy and possibility. Pushed out that energy to match the possibilities that you saw. Sometimes it comes, Cancer, and sometimes it doesn't. That's the thing about chariot that's irksome to me, right? I feel chariot always puts out 200% effort, but just because you put out 200% effort doesn't always mean you're going to get 200% results. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But Cancer always puts out lots of effort, lots of energy. Okay, let's go on to chariot. What is this chariot? You have lots of fire. 3 of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. Well, it is a love reading. I'm not going to say something as banal as maybe a fire sign is approaching you, but you definitely have someone who's approaching you with a lot of pep, a lot of zest, and someone who operates at high velocity themselves, Cancer. Why do I have 5 of Cups here, 6 of Swords here, Cancer? Are you getting somebody who's coming back from rebound energy, Cancer? Could that be who's approaching you? Are you yourself moving on from past disappointments, deep disappointments, horrible disappointments? Again, Cancer put out 200% effort, and maybe Cancer it just fell on mush, right? It fell on goo. Your 200% effort was just that. It wasn't appreciated. Could be your energy in here. Could also be Cancer, as much as I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Could also be a past person coming back, a past person trying to rebuild the connection or rebuild themselves after the connection, realizing what it was that they lost, and thinking, oh, well, I can just bluster right in and bluster right out again. There's those 3 nuances here in this reading. And I do feel for the collective reading, well, I'm reading it for the collective. All those messages apply, but then we drill down, and the message gets more specific. But not to say that the initial messages don't apply. But I'm curious about drilling this down some more, Cancer. I like to find out, even as miserable as that 5 of Cups energy is, and as slow, good gracious, is 6 of Swords slow. And as slow as, and I'm not like one for slowness. I don't think you are either, Cancer. Chariot and Knight of Wands, right? If we can move fast, let's move fast. No need to take your time on what you know to be a good thing. Or at least, a better thing, right? Okay, let's check out. I'm going to hold off on this Knight of Wands. I think I am going to check out this miserable energy first. Let's go and find out about this 5 of Cups. I'm feeling adventurous enough for it. If it's truly nasty energy, I'm just going to stop pulling on it. 5 of Cups, 2, so partnership. Something was not given in return. Under Five of Cups, something was not given in return. Someone did push and someone just took. Unappreciated Cancer. Lots of movement here. Are things picking up now? Six of Swords, that slow Six of Swords energy that was here. Someone's been reflecting. Five of Cups, as miserable as it is a reflection card, is a thinking card. Then we got all this movement, flurry of movement, rocket, or what do they call it? A jet sack, rocket fuel, whatever. You get the idea. Some dynamite back there to push things forward. Ooh. That's kind of harsh. So, Cancer, this Five of Cups. This is someone. Wait, let me just see one more card on here. All right, Cancer, this is a person who's approaching you, their energy. Can you move, little cat? No. You don't, it's not something you can eat. She's admiring that plant I just showed you. Quiet, you. Yes, I hear you. That's another one. Mystic Moons always has lots of meows. Hello, Sana. Nice to meet you. Okay. So, Cancer, I have someone who's in regret over you. A Five of Cups energy. This person realizes that they didn't put out as much as they were given. They should have done a better job of handling the connection. Look, quiet, little cat. This person is now acknowledging that they have a broken heart, Cancer. Well, they're on their way, essentially. That's what I have here. Now, Cancer, is this a broken heart about you? It's also another thing. Is this a broken heart about you, Cancer, or is this someone who's approaching with a broken heart in general? That's a question. And Cancer, I'm going to hold off on that. Let's go and see what the other cards say. So I'm going to move that over. I have somebody who's approaching you, Cancer. This person is or has been in some pretty deep grief. I don't quite want to say it's past person energy because that feels like, a common theme for Cancer. Somebody thinking about what went down and reconnecting with Cancer, but not yet quite ready to do so. So I'm going to leave that Five of Cups there. We're just going to deal with someone in regret. Quiet, little cat. Okay. Let's go and check out this Six of Swords. Cancer, I'm not, as I said, going to find out yet if this person is someone who you know, like someone who's realizing the mistake that I have here. But what I do definitely have, Cancer, in love, in this love energy, is I have someone who's currently, picking themselves up to be open again, and they're really determined about either moving towards you or moving onward. I will say that with this King of Cups and Emperor energy, this is someone who's like surging their energy forward, almost like determination, right? We already have determination here with the Chariot. And I would almost say in this energy, Cancer, why would you get all riled up over someone you don't know? Hello, Sunnis. How are you? Nice to see you again. So I'm just going to go and throw that out there that I have somebody who's all gearing up. Think about it too, like the way your muscles bunch before you make a jump, or you see like, animals before they jump, their muscles get all bunchy, or they get like in that little muffin shape before they spring, even the little squirrels. Well, I mean, that's the kind of energy that I have here. I have somebody who's taking their feelings. Like someone asked me yesterday if what I was pulling on was their genuine feelings. And I do feel like, just because someone's genuine feelings are like true, doesn't necessarily mean it's beneficial for you, right? It's their feelings that they have and they're true, but is it best for you? What I have here is somebody who's preparing to open up themselves towards you. Not saying it's good or bad, right? Because this is their perception of the situation. But I asked too, why would this person be swelling themselves up for someone who they didn't know? Why would this person be building themselves up? That's good. I'm glad to hear you're fine. I am good too. Today we just got a whole bunch of snow this morning. I haven't gone out yet, but I will shortly. Where I live, there's this big hill, like really big steep hill, and I'm afraid I'm going to slip and slide all the way down it. But I'm not really focusing on that right now. I'll deal with that soon enough. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. A whole bunch of snow. I would almost go and take some astrological notes. I would almost take some meditation moment videos of it. But I think it's a little too cold for me right now, which is why I haven't done any scenery. But it's very pretty outside. So let's go into Six of Swords. So I have Pisces energy here with King of Cups and Nine of Cups, just calling that out. Right now, the other energy is just kind of scattered. Like, for instance, I have some Sagittarius, I have Aries, I have Leo, I have Sagittarius. I do have lots of Pisces, actually. I see High Priestess typically as Piscean and Cancer energy. That's how I feel it. So I feel this also relates to you, to Cancer. That's how I see it. I have Scorpio energy, I have Libra energy, I have Capricorn energy, I have some Aquarius energy. Just calling out the energies that I see here so far. High Priestess. Okay, yeah, I so totally have a reconciliation reading here for you, Cancer. High Priestess is clarified by Temperance, Devil, Queen of Swords. Yes, I can't forget my wallet and my phone today. I went out yesterday and I forgot my scarf. Like, I got everything else all ready, but I forgot my scarf. And that was like, oh, darn, how could I forget my scarf? It's freezing outside and the wind is really harsh. But thank you. Yes, I'm going to try very hard not to forget anything today. I'm like, must have my wallet, must have my phone, must have my charger, must have my gloves, must have my glasses because it's bright, and must have my scarf. Ah, you should. Definitely should. There's some spaces that some trails that I walk, and I really do want to go there. I was thinking about doing it this morning, but again, it's just so cold. But if you could go and find some place outside, or even to, connect with something like get a plant, for instance, senses. And get something that really, or even a stone. Could be a gemstone, could be some other stone that has like something there. I think also too, those are very interesting to connect with things that already are if you can't go to a specific environment. Like some people say you can do that in the bath, and of course you can do that in the bath, or you can go and sit on the rug, but create a space. Like even if it's in your living room, something that you really like a blanket or something, scarf even. Start thinking about ways to establish your own practice. And if you're a Cancer on here, census, and I would also recommend definitely check out places with water. There's something really, 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 really wonderful about water. It is. I get turned on a lot by water. I'm a Cancer as well, so I can definitely say that. Anyway, let's go on and continue. This feels more like past person energy with Sagittarius, the Devil, Temperance, and Queen of Swords, clarifying a High Priestess. Here's someone's gearing up to make their case to you, essentially. I could find out about the Devil, but well, I don't know. We'll see. Very established. It's somebody who knows of you. When I say past person, too, I'm saying the energy that I have here, it's fluctuating. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a person who actually was your person. When I say a past person, I'm just saying someone who has knowledge of you. Okay, take it like that. Someone, though, Cancer, let me be clear that someone who has knowledge of you, you definitely put out effort, though, to be, you put out effort towards them. I'll put it that way. This isn't just someone who you had knowledge with, who like maybe you nodded your head at each other as you passed in the elevator and that was it, or the hallway, or on the street, or someone who you came to a two-car intersection and you just waved them by, right? It's not something like that. No, you put effort out. You put effort out to creating a connection, Cancer, and they know it. Okay, that's the energy I have here. So 9 of Cups. Wonder how mutual this is. 9 of Cups under the Lovers. Cancer, this person that's approaching you may see you as a romantic match. Would you see them as a romantic match? Would you still see them as a romantic match? Would you be happy with it? I could go and clarify this more, but I have the second part of the reading to do, and I'm going to look into this Knight of Wands. But keep that question in mind too. Because we're pulling, this energy is of the person coming towards you. It's their heart chakra is opening. Does it mean that your heart chakra is still towards them, Cancer? That's the question. All right. Especially with that Five of Cups too, would your heart chakra specifically be still open? I don't know, Cancer. Timing. All an issue of timing. Cancer, somebody's going to come back to treat you genuinely. Isn't it funny? This person has acknowledged that they lost something special, Cancer. This person is now willing, Cancer, or sees a possibility in creating a happy life with you. They're going to come forward to see it, Cancer. This person, too, in this energy, almost feels a little considerate. What a considerate Knight of Wands. 10 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 6 of Swords. This is a considerate Knight of Wands. This person's ready for a change. This person's ready to be different. They want to engage now, Cancer. And they're going to go, feels like at a pace that you're comfortable at. Someone who's determined to go forward with you, but they want to go forward in a considerate manner. Cancer, I just leave that up to you, how you feel about that. That's what I have. I'm going to go on to the 12 sign zodiacs, but give me a second. Cancer, I think I may do another reading later on December. We're going to check out New Love. That's what I'm going to do. New love for Cancer. But right now, let's go and check out the 12 zodiacs. As I said, that was just a general message. I did not lead that at any way for Cancer other than just saying a message on love for the Cancerian collective. Now, Cancer, let's go and check out the 12 zodiac signs, your energy with them. Does anybody have any element or sign that you'd like me to kick off on? I mean, I could just draw a card too otherwise, but if there is a specific sign that you're interested in, you'd like me to start off with, we'll use that element and go on to the other three. Let me know. Or I'll just pull a card and we'll start from there. Any sign you're curious about? There's no sign I'm curious about. You know, I got my plants, so I'm happy. All right, I'll draw a sign. We'll start off with Cancer. Cancer, we're going to do water signs. So if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer, the fellow Cancer who you're dealing with, Cancer, or who you'll meet, right? These energies that I'm seeing, Cancer, when I do the 12 zodiacs, it could be someone who you know them, or you will know them well enough to know their birth date or their zodiac sign. So could be someone who you're not talking to, could be someone who you are talking to, could be someone who you meet. So I would just take this as affinity. Definitely is relationships. I mean, these are love readings, but it could also be friendship, right? Affection doesn't necessarily have to have other components in it. Anyway, for Cancer, I have Hierophant, Star, and 3 of Wands. It's almost like there's a a hesitation. Cancer, if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer, this person is cautious. This person, too, is not about to rush into anything. If you're dealing with a Cancer, know this Cancer does like you, but it's almost like they're not trusting what they feel right now. They're going to have their guard up, Cancer. Things are going to move slower, Cancer, if you're dealing with a fellow Cancer. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, I have 3 of Cups, Cancerian energy. These are 2 cards. Well, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, what is interesting about this is there's no hesitation at all. So I'd say you have some pretty good affinity with Scorpio this month. Cancer, if you deal with a Scorpio, I think you're going to be going lots of places with that Scorpio, or you could be taking each other home, introducing each other to your mutual circle of friends. Scorpio's affinity with Cancer is actually kind of stunning here. Lots of fun, Cancer. My vote is for Scorpio so far. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Pisces, a Pisces for Cancer, I'm going to find out. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Pisces, has that Pisces let you sit for a period of time? Is that Pisces not really moving forward? There's something about the Pisces. Have you known that Pisces for a while and the Pisces just hasn't quite offered you what you wanted? Well, if that is a Pisces who you already know, I think that Pisces is going to come with another offer. Not quite sure if that offer is going to be what you genuinely want. Like if they're finally going to shape up now, maybe they've just grown, but I don't know, something about this that feels a little unsatisfactory. A little bit like you're getting most of what you'd want, but not all of what you'd want. And let me say, if you meet a Pisces, Cancer, you know, it's like fireworks can happen here, Cancer, but then the Pisces will go and sort of like initiate stopgaps, or this is like hot and cold energy. Something's not consistent here because the Pisces will be doing lots of thinking about you, Cancer. And the Pisces is not going to exactly share what's on their mind or their evaluation of you. I don't know, something inconsistent here about Pisces energy. So just keep that in mind. They're not 100% all in on you. They're 100% all in on themselves or for themselves. Cancer, let's go on to the next sign. We'll do air. Let's do Libra. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Libra, I have 8 of Cups, Cancer. Why do I have 8 of Cups? Why do I have Devil? Ooh, if you're dealing with a Libra, Cancer, that person has some gunk in their life going on right now, Cancer. If that person has not spoken to you for a while, Cancer, if that Libra has not spoken to you or is ignoring you or not treating you, giving you 100%, let's put it that way. If this Libra has not been giving you 100%, I would let that Libra be, because that Libra is thinking about a whole bunch of things in addition, I feel, to their people. They're doing like sort of like a life review. You know, what do they want in life? This person is going through their own mini crisis. Could very well be mini crisis about the people around them, but it feels more than that. So I wouldn't touch that, Libra. And if you meet a Libra, Cancer, I would go very, very, very cautiously or very, very detached as you deal with this Libra. Because Libra's energy right now, their mind is on the greater thing. I do feel like you could start to create what feels like a meaningful connection here, Cancer. But I think ultimately that Libra is going to be all out for themselves and you can get hurt. Right? You put out 200% effort, but sometimes that 200% effort you put out can be put out into mush, into sand, into, I don't know, slime, right? Can't get very far on traction when there's nothing to grip onto. Okay, Cancer, let's go on to the next sign. If you're dealing with a Gemini, let's see, Cancer, or if you meet a Gemini's energy towards Cancer. Magician to me is actually, I consider Magician Gemini energy. If you're dealing with a Gemini, if you are currently dealing with a Gemini, Cancer, this Gemini, well, the Gemini hasn't forgotten you. And also, too, let me go and say in this energy, I do think Gemini is watching you. Gemini is very much thinking of you. Gemini may not be appearing like Gemini gives two beans about you, but Gemini is definitely thinking about you. And Gemini is definitely watching you. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you know a Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini, if you have dealt with a Gemini, but that Gemini is still on your mind, you're also probably still thinking about that Gemini too, Cancer, because, well, you probably have some sort of connection here. You do have a connection. Anyway, we're going to move past that. Yeah, this person is thinking about you. If you meet a Gemini, don't expect anything to happen quite fast. I would also say don't have your expectations up so fast too. This Gemini is not really ready to move on other people. They're still defining themselves and what they want, and they're looking for puzzle pieces, Cancer, to fit in. They're almost at making a decision here, but not quite. So I would say as well, don't get too emotionally attached. Good morning, Taneka. Nice to meet you. Okay. You're in the process of moving. Yeah, for me, it's definitely, I like going by the water. There's a place I want to go to. I want to go to a place where there's horseshoe crabs. Like I want to go to a rocky beach where they have like it's very specific, the type of place I want to go. I want to go to a gray beach, a gray rocky beach with horseshoe crabs, where there are horseshoe crab shells. That's something I've been really wanting since last year. Maybe I'll do it this coming year. Yes. Moon in Cancer. Yeah, these Cancer readings definitely Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I would also say first house, seventh house, and probably fourth house energies. Those would all apply. Or if you have like multiple planets, 2 planets or more, in Cancer energy. Yeah, water is very interesting. I think it's very interesting to be by it and watch it. All right, let's go on to, let's see, Aquarius, I think, right? We're on air. Cancer. If you meet an Aquarius and if Aquarius is on your mind, if you know an Aquarius, your energy with Aquarius for December. The star card is Aquarian energy. Okay, if you're dealing with Aquarius, Cancer, that Aquarius likes you, Cancer, a lot. Cancer, I don't know how long you've known this Aquarius. Only because for the star card to be here, right? This is a wish. What I'm seeing is a wish and a King of Wands, someone who's going to put out effort to go and get what they want. Get what they want, put out effort to get what they want, okay? Almost Cancer. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of effort to put out to a new connection. May not be quite, well, you know what I mean. It's a lot of effort. Anyway, Aquarius, you have a Cancer, rather. Cancer, you have an Aquarius who's going to come forward, put out a lot of effort towards a romantic connection that Aquarius likes you. That person may love you. That person wants to explore a love connection with Cancer. Oh, Tanika, I had a past Aquarius too, so I'm not going to say anything more on that. I am not going. That's something that I hear a lot from Cancers as well. It seems like a good portion of Cancers have been through Aquariuses, and it seems like the experiences doesn't have that many variations. Tanika, I am going to throw a card on just this King of Wands. Okay. So what I have here, Cancer, is an Aquarius who is going to put out a lot of effort to come back to you. This Aquarius has been waiting. This Aquarius is now ready to move. Okay, so take that as you will. This is not necessarily immediate energy. And if you meet somebody like this, then I'm going to say, Cancer, if you don't know an Aquarius, but you meet an Aquarius, that Aquarius is going to have you wait a little bit. If you haven't already been waiting with that a connection with the Aquarius is going to make you wait and make you wait a lot. All right, so take that as it resonates, Cancer. That just flew out, but should I just do Capricorn? Should we go off into the earth signs? Cancer, if you know an Aquarius, if you meet an Aquarius, your affinity with Aquarius for December. Oh, did I say Aquarius again? Sorry, that was like a misnomer. If you know a Capricorn, if you meet a Capricorn, Cancer. Let's do this again. If you know a Capricorn, Cancer, if you meet a Capricorn, your affinity with Capricorns this month, Cancer. Boundaries. Could be you, could be them trying to approach you, and you have to set up boundaries, Cancer. Well, that's a lot of boundaries. Cancer, if you know a Capricorn, know that Capricorn really, 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 I don't know, should I say the word like? I don't know if that's quite the word I should be using. There's something intense towards you, Cancer, if you know a Capricorn. But you know what I'm getting, Cancer? If you know a Capricorn, and if you meet a Capricorn, I think that Capricorn too could play it cool, but that Capricorn will really, really like you, Cancer. But what I'm getting here is regardless if you know a Capricorn or if you meet a Capricorn, you're going to have to put up really strict boundaries around this. Capricorn, it's like Capricorn will want to eat you alive in some way. You know, they'll want to envelop you or something. Like, this is pretty fierce energy. It's like if you don't go and keep your boundaries up all the time, Cancer, this person is going to find ways to wiggle their way in. And before you know it, they're going to be at your center, either at your center for the first time or at your center again. Okay, take that as you will. Now, let's do Virgo. Cancer, for Virgo, your affinity, your energy. So 3 of Cups is Cancerian energy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, a couple things here. If you're already dealing with a Virgo and that Virgo hasn't, you know a Virgo, right? That Virgo should be making a decision to go forward with you. Should definitely contact you, reach out, want to do things with you. If you meet a Virgo, this is interesting because if you meet a Virgo, it's like you could be matching exactly what this Virgo wants. Funny, I get lots of love opportunities for you, Cancer, in December. Now let's go and check out Taurus. I'm going to shuffle this one more time before I start. We do Taurus. All right. Cancer, if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you meet a Taurus, right? These are energies, your energy, your affinity with Taurus. I'm going to draw out all 3. Okay, Cancer, if you're dealing with a Taurus, I think that Taurus has come to their decision, their mind towards you without really letting you know. That person didn't treat you right, didn't really show their interest in there. Well, they have been still had interest in you. I know that was like blah, blah, word soup, Cancer. But if you were dealing with that Taurus, I don't want to say that Taurus did you dirty. That Taurus could have done better. Definitely could have done better. And I think the Taurus, the way they feel about you, well, they're going to express it now, and I think it's going to be out of the blue. Okay, that's first of all, if you know a Taurus, that Taurus should contact you. Feels like they're going to contact you out of the blue. Will you be happy, Cancer? Well, it'll be a surprise. Maybe there'll just be some self-satisfaction that it wasn't all in your head, or that they admitted some point, that some sticking point, some sore point they should have admitted before, but at least you have the something of, I was right. However, they left you in that condition, right? How gratifying could knowing you're right after the fact be when you know, you already went through that sort of feeling. That doesn't feel very nice. It's not like someone's hugging you nicely. No, that's miserable. If you meet a Taurus, Cancer, oh, I don't know, Cancer. 8 of Swords, clarified by Queen of Swords, King of Cups. The reason why I say that I don't know, it could be as simple, Cancers, if you meet a Taurus, maybe that Taurus wouldn't quite match what you have in mind. But it could also be too because, you know, from your what you want now, right? For what you want now, are you necessarily seeing it in that new person? That's a question. I'm not going to say if you want to explore that Taurus a little more, Cancer, you should, but I think it could be interesting. If you meet a Taurus at this time, Taurus could be interesting, Cancer. But I would still go and have, you know, some, you know, don't throw yourself all in. Now we're on the final element, right? We're on fire. Should we do Leo? Should we do Aries? Let's see. I get all signs not but fire. Let's do Sagittarius since, you know, it's not Leo or Aries. We'll do Sagittarius first. I just wanted to fall out. Should we take it? A King of Wands, a 10 of Cups, a Devil. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, that Sagittarius should definitely approach you. If you're currently dealing with a Sagittarius, it doesn't feel like in this energy, though, Sagittarius would leave you alone if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. It feels like, if anything, they're going to try and progress a relationship. Okay, that's what I'm getting if you know a Sagittarius. It doesn't feel like Sagittarius is letting you lie fallow. Not to go and put any innuendos in there. Just saying that they're not putting any sort of pauses in your connection if you currently know a Sagittarius. Cancer, if you meet a Sagittarius, well, I think that Sagittarius is going to be quite taken with you. I don't really see things moving fast, but I see them moving. Well, Sagittarius is very intrigued by you, Cancer. You know, you are to them, Cancer, sort of are like the ideal partner. And they're going to want to grab hold of that, okay? That's basically what I have here. Your affinity with Sagittarius should be quite good. You should have the upper hand in that relationship if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Hello. Well, I am going to be doing, we can do Cancer's affinity with Aries. Let's see if Aries is on Cancer's mind, or if Cancer meets in Aries. What is the affinity between Aries and Cancer in love? I have Ace of Pentacles. I have an extra card. 3 of Wands is Aries energy. The Eight of Swords is what I was going to pull. Someone's not going to jump on an opportunity, Cancer, or not jump on it fast. If I would say your affinity with Aries in general is interesting, can move forward quite, but there's a little reservations, could be on your end. Could be just how they see things, their plans, maybe their plans or how they operate and go about things isn't quite, raises some hesitation in you. Could be a little mutual. Going to take a little bit of time if you're dealing with an Aries. You know, it's like all the right ingredients are there, but how to go and, I don't know, how do you operate and how does that Aries operate? Patience is what that calls for here if you're dealing with an Aries. Ah. Yes, I do see overall. I don't know. I don't recall what they say are like the natural affinities for zodiac signs. But I will say that when I pull on Aries and Cancer, I think that those two signs, like I think Aries has a lot of affinity with people. I think Cancer has a lot of affinity just in general. And then, of course, they're both cardinal signs. You know, there's certain mechanisms that I think are the same. It's like the enthusiasm or something is the same. Now let's check out Leo. Cancer, your affinity, your energy with a Leo. Cold Cancer. Ouch, Cancer. Okay, if you're dealing with a Leo, I'd let that Leo be. That Leo could be going through, well, they could be going through issues in love. They could just be going through just general issues in life. I don't want to say, because I don't think, you know, these energies necessarily should rule our behavior, right? They're guiding points. I'm not going to say if you meet a Leo, avoid them. I'm not going to say that at all. But I will say that your energy is a little rocky. The collective energy with the collective energy of Leo is a little rocky with what I see here, especially in matters of the heart. Could be misunderstandings, what you want and what they want to put into life and love is different. So I'm just going to say, if you're dealing with a Leo, or if you have a Leo in your mind, or if you meet a Leo and you're there like smitten with that Leo, I just have the word that your energy is rocky. Okay? Ouchie. Not saying you should avoid it because, you know, right, we all have free will, and I think these are collective readings, but ouch. That's miserable. I would not really open up my heart space to a Leo right now. I would just, you know, see how it goes. Nothing wrong with still being friends. No, I don't really see the point in doing that. But yeah, I like my privacy. I mean, I'm not really curious either way about my face or not, but I just don't really think it's a part of the channel. So you can look at my messy nail job. It is kind of messy. It actually is sometimes a lot messier. Anyway, that's what I share. And I share my cats. Oh, thank you. Right. Anyway, thank you very much, Ben, Bendeho, Bendeo, or however you say your name, your username. It was nice seeing you. It was nice seeing Sunsis and meeting Taneka and Sana. I'm going to go and go off to other things right now. I will be back with love forecast readings for the other 11 zodiac signs. So keep in mind, keep an eye out for those. One half will be just a general love reading, another half will be your affinity with the other 12 signs. Could be on specifically romance. I think it's just also like your affection levels and how well you vibe, right? Just relationships. And just, general energy. Okay, until the next reading, everybody, I'm wishing everybody the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.